Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Temperance card. This is your superpower card. This is the card that rules the sign of Sagittarius. That means that this is a very important message for you, okay? This means that you are kind of entering a very important phase of your transformation through life, okay? I think that you're somebody who is very creative. I feel like you are, you're a hard worker. You're not averse to work and to challenge yourself and to push yourself. This is the card of the pressure cooker, right? This is the card of, the blacksmith's anvil. And what happens in the pressure cooker? Well, the food gets transformed, right? It's an accelerated process of transformation. And so I feel that right now in your life, you are under a lot of pressure. I feel like you were in the middle of a battle, of like a really challenging time. Maybe this is that time of year for your business, or you're in the middle of a kind of a physical transformation or something like that. But I feel like you're working really, really hard right now. I feel like it is all paying off, okay? I wonder if this card is suggesting that perhaps this very challenging period of time, whether it's a test or whether it's kind of like it's a natural phase. It's a part of this uphill journey that's just about to culminate in a really big win. Okay, let's find out what's going on with this energy and where it's going, where it's taking you, and what you're doing with it. We have the Hierophant coming next. Very good. We have a Prince of Wands. We have the Sun card. We have a Nine of Wands. And the Empress. Look at that on the horizontal path. We've got major arcana, all majors. Okay, and this is telling me, the Empress at the end here is telling me that this challenging period of time for you is almost over. Okay, that you are reaching the culmination. It might have something to do with school or with work or it doesn't really matter what it is. The point is, I think that all of your hard work is going to pay off. Okay, that you've been in a very tough period of time. I mean, this is like, it's the last couple of months before finals or something, right? Or it's like you're sort of working up to, we're working up to some kind of feels like a graduation of some kind, and maybe it doesn't have anything to do with school, but it seems as if everything is coming to a head, and it's going to feel like a relief. It's going to feel like a blessing, and it's going to feel like a real reward. Okay, real reward. I think you're creating the life that you have set out to create. It's wonderful to get major arcana on the horizontal axis here. On the path of the Serpent, we have another court card, a Queen of Cups, a Three of Cups, an Ace of Pentacles, and a Four of Pentacles. I feel like something in your life is coming to, I don't want to say an end, because that sounds terrible, right? Coming to an end. No, it's a natural conclusion. It's a culmination that is going to end in celebration. And I think that you're going to give yourself time to feel that joy and feel that celebration. I feel like you're very hard on yourself. I feel like all of that hard work is going to be massively celebrated. Okay, maybe you're finishing up your album, maybe you are graduating, maybe you're getting your degree or certificate, some kind of a training program is over, or some kind of a Maybe I don't know, maybe you're getting close to paying off your debts, right? Becoming debt-free, whatever it is for you. You've been working very hard toward it. And that moment is just about to arrive where it's done. It's completed. Yeah. And I think you're going to allow yourself some time to really celebrate that. But let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. Yeah. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here with Dwight K. Schrute right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Okay. If you have a prediction for that card, please put it in the comments down below. Now, as we look around the room here, we obviously see all of our majors. We've got fire and fire. We've got water and water. Don't have any air. We have 2 earth cards. We don't have any air, I think, because it's kind of like there's nothing for you to really worry about, you know? I feel like you're trying very hard to just not overthink it, to just let the process unfold, to continue doing what you're doing. It's probably a very mentally challenging endeavor, okay? But I don't see any doubt, I don't see any worry, I don't see any concern about the future. I feel like things are on track, things are going according to plan, things are on schedule, right? And so there's not really a lot of worry. It's just kind of like, just keep it going, you know, keep doing what you're doing here. The Hierophant as our sort of our second card here. I feel like this really is the culmination. This is like the expertise. This is you kind of graduating as the master. This is you getting the certificate, passing the test, getting the certification, right? This is you becoming the person that you set out to become. Yeah. And so I don't know if you're getting your credentials of some kind, or you're taking the bar exam, or you're taking that like the MCATs or something, or you're going into medical stuff, or whatever it is you're doing, okay? I feel like you're graduating this work, right? This high stakes, high pressure, transformative experience. You're getting the black belt, or whatever belt is next for you. And this is a very significant achievement. It's a big moment. This is the graduation day. For whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is, really. But the idea that you put yourself under tremendous pressure and you performed. You did it, you know? I think we all worry about going into a high-pressure situation and am I going to fumble it? Am I going to make a mistake? Am I going to fail? You know, you put all this effort into, you know, becoming a lawyer or a doctor or whatever it is you're doing. And it's a big investment, right? It's an investment of time, effort, energy, and or money. And there's usually a concern that, what if I don't make it? What if I do all of this, I get to the end, and then I fail it at the last moment, and then all that money, all that time is like, for what? Okay. I don't see that energy here for you. I feel that there's always been a confidence. And I think that you know this is right for you. I think it's been very challenging, okay? But I think that it's appropriate for you. And so there doesn't seem, at least right now, maybe there was previously, there doesn't seem to be any doubt or worry about things. Okay. Down beneath the surface, we have a Prince of Wands. This is the cruise control card. It's down here in your unconscious. It's kind of an unconscious drive. And it feels like this is your momentum. This is something that your soul is kind of telling you. This is why there's no swords cards. Because your conscious mind isn't like, what should I do? Where should I go? How should I do this? I don't know if this is going to work. There's something inside of you that is just saying, keep it going. Don't slow down. Don't speed up. Just stay. It's like you're in the zone. You know, I feel like you're on the home stretch of something. And there's something inside of you that's telling you, set the cruise control, hold the wheel, and just keep it going. Stay in that zone, right? And, you know, it's kind of a situation where if you were to stop and realize kind of what you're doing, and it's almost like the Wile E. Coyote, you know, cliche, right? Because you're running forward, but if you were to stop and look around and realize what you're doing, it would all come crumbling down. Okay? So this card is saying just keep doing what you're doing, don't overthink it, don't become too self-conscious. You know, when you're in the zone, you're playing music, you're in the zone, you know. As soon as you kind of stop and think about what's really going on, you're going to start making mistakes. And so this is just that momentum. Okay, keep it going because it's about to result in big time pleasure, success, love, harmony, bliss. Okay, the Sun card in the background. This is a card of clarity. This is the card of knowing who you are and knowing why you're here. I think that there was a time where you didn't know who you were and you didn't know why you were here. I think that you've explored a lot of different things in your life. You've had a lot of different interests. You've experimented with different things. You've probably been a jack of all trades. You've had a lot of different roles, a lot of different hats to wear. Yeah. I think through all of that experience, I think that you learned a lot about what you didn't want, about what wasn't right for you. This is a card of clarity. This is the card of like radiating your light, shining your light. And so I feel that there was a moment in time when all of this began, this particular course that you're in or on. There was a time, there was a moment where you kind of realized what was right for you. You realized how you truly felt or what you really wanted or what really spoke to your soul. There was a moment of clarity where you said, I know what I want to do now. And I think you know it was going to be difficult. You knew that it was going to be challenging and high pressure, high stakes. But you said, this resonates with me. This feels like it's real for me. Feels like this is what I'm supposed to do. And I think that you had this kind of revelation or enlightenment in your life. And this is kind of that, you know, this is that sun, that is the infinite powerhouse that's really fueling your strength and your cruise control. No matter how challenging this situation gets, you're able to tap into that deeper sense of purpose and that deeper identity, right? So we kind of have that here with the Nine of Wands, the Strength card, because when you're connected with a sense of purpose, your energy will arise. Your energy will be there when you need it. Okay? So the Nine of Wands here, yeah, you're somebody that can take a licking and keep on ticking. That you can really go through the pressure cooker and be challenged and be tested, but you're resilient enough to sort of grow stronger through those things. Nothing, this wasn't able to break you, you know? And maybe, you know, with that, the Sun card is like a card of certainty, clarity, right? I feel like there was a time where you kind of doubted yourself, where you thought, I don't know if I could do anything like this. But I think that moment of enlightenment happened. I don't know what the catalyst was, but you committed to something and you would not let it break you. No matter how much it tried to bend you and break you, you kept bouncing back. Okay, this is a real card of strength. And it shows a connection with purpose. When you're consciously connected with that purpose, it kind of takes you outside of yourself. You're connected with something that's bigger than you, that's greater than you, that's more meaningful than just ego, right? And I think that gives you all the power in the world. All the power in the universe is sort of at your back, you know. And I think you really have a momentum going in your life right now. Very soon, in the very near future, there is this Empress energy, and this is you graduating, and this is that party afterward. This is the graduation party, right? And I think it's really going to be in your honor because you accomplished something that maybe no one ever believed you could, and maybe you never thought that you would ever find anything like this to do in life, let alone have the ability to do it. And so I think that your life, this is kind of you sitting back, taking it all in, and just being in awe of yourself, of your true self, not ego, but true self. Because I don't feel that you ever believed that you would find something this good or you would be this successful at something. Now, this could be art, music, dancing. This could be school. It could be something technical. It could be a business thing, a work thing. It really doesn't matter. But this is you reaping the rewards. This is the card of putting in the effort, putting in the blood, sweat, and tears for something, and getting something out of it. Okay? So this is something that you fed with your very essence for probably a long time. It's probably been years that you've been doing this. You've fed something of your own blood, sweat, and tears, and now it is about to bear fruit, and on that fruit is yours. So this is a graduation party in your honor. Enjoy it. Reap those rewards. Enjoy the fruit of your labor, because you worked very hard for this, and you deserve to enjoy it. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the path of the serpent, because that's very similar with our Queen of Cups here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, by the way, please do. The Queen of Cups is dealing with an ending, right? All the queens of the tarot are kind of about how we're processing the ending of something. And the Queen of Cups takes a long time to process the ending. It's not just, I always use the example, it's a bunch of ladies leaving a movie theater or leaving a musical concert. Maybe you went and saw Rod Stewart or something, right? The concert's over, and the Queen of Cups is leaving the concert with their hand over their heart and just catching their breath and thinking, wow, that really moved me. Like maybe you just left the Minecraft movie or something, and you're thinking, that was deep, and that was meaningful, and that really affected me. And so the Queen of Cups is going to spend a long time sort of being in that feeling, Whereas the Queen of Wands, on the other hand, gets out of the movie theater and says, okay, that's whatever, that's fine. What's for lunch? What are we doing next? The Queen of Cups lingers in the emotions of something, and it extends a long time. Instead of the Band-Aid just coming right off, slowly peeling it off and feeling every pull of the hair, Rather than transitioning quickly out of something and into something else, the Queen of Cups lingers in the feeling. Okay, so it's not a clean break like that. It's just sort of a gradual separating from something. So I feel like you're the kind of person that, at least right now, when this is over, maybe maybe this was a project at work, maybe you were in school for something, and that graduation happens, and this is like, you're going to spend a lot of time feeling those feelings. You're going to miss the work, how the people there, you develop probably some strong relationships doing that thing, and just how you feel now, and like it's kind of bittersweet because it was such a large and long portion of your life that now it's over, and while that's a blessing, it's still a little bit sad that you're not going to be going to that same place every day, or being around the same classmates or coworkers or something like that. So this is, I think, a very good thing, because it's showing that you're really present with your own feelings here. If this were a Queen of Wands, and it was a very fast, abrupt, clean break sort of transition for you, it would almost feel like you're missing out on the whole deeper meaning of and the significance of what you're doing. So this card is telling you, linger in the moment. Stretch this moment out. Use the emotions to really dilate time here and enjoy this process. Don't be so quick to close out this chapter and start whatever's coming next, but really really allow yourself to feel deeply all of the feelings that are involved in this work and this accomplishment that you're making, okay? It's like you're going to be at the graduation party and you're going to stay there all night until the next morning, and for days afterward, you're going to be like journaling about it and feeling it and thinking about it and sort of, sitting with those emotions, okay, until the next thing begins, which it's interesting that we have water, then we have earth, okay? The Three of Cups in the position of the environment and the position of your relationships, well, that's celebration, that's connection, that is a party, okay? A party in your honor. And I feel that this is a big accomplishment that is going to be recognized by the people around you. I kind of feel like this is you giving like an acceptance speech, or like you're being given an award. And so you're on stage, you know, I'd like to thank my manager, and I'd like to thank the academy, and all that kind of nonsense. But I feel like it really is that significant for you. And this is a card of gratitude. This is the card of kind of humbly and graciously accepting the win. And I think you're totally ready for this. I think Spirit's ready to deliver, okay? I think that this is going to be everything that you thought it was and more. Enjoy it. Stretch it out in time, right? But be humble and gracious as well. Yeah. I think that maybe this is some kind of maybe I feel like there is an event of some kind happening, you know, some kind of a celebration that will take place, whether it's just with you and a couple of friends or a big auditorium full of people. I feel like this is a lot of attention, a lot of recognition. Yeah. And this is the party. Okay. And the problem there, I think, is that with the Queen of Cups here is that you're not so eager to move on to what's next. See the Ace of Pentacles in the position of your fear, worry, and concern, and then, of course, the Four of Pentacles coming next. It's kind of like this is the big crescendo, and then the Ace of Pentacles is here to say, well, now it's time to just kind of get started and do the rest of your life and begin the next chapter. And so it's almost that this is kind of a lower moment, you know. It's kind of, you spend a long time at university, you make a lot of friends, there's this build up to the final, the graduation, senior year, you're about to graduate with your degree or whatever it is. And there's a big party, there's parties every night, and it's this big thing. And then it winds down, and slowly, 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 it starts to fade into the past. And then this is just the cold, hard reality of, now I just got to go out into the world and get the job and do the thing. And sort of life becomes more routine now. There's this big crescendo, a big grand finale to something. And then there's the wind down. And now it's just, tomorrow's just a regular day now. And that kind of sucks, you know. It's human life. This is part of the human experience, you know. So I feel that there's a reluctance to begin whatever's coming next from this. But you know, eventually you have to. Spirit's saying don't be in a hurry to do that. Once this graduation takes place, right? You're on the cruise control, right, until the graduation takes place. But once it does, you slow way down. Slow down. Don't be so eager to start the next thing. Slow down. Enjoy this. Okay? Because this is where the memories are being made. Right here. All of this, you know, not so much here. This is the next chapter. This is you taking beginning the next road, whatever it might be. The Four of Pentacles, of course, is a foundation. It's a stability. It's safety, security. It's integrity. It's routine. It's habits. It's another day almost, right? So, I feel like what you're doing is really leveling up your life. But on that new level, now it's kind of like just got to start doing the work again. Whatever the higher level work is. You know, you've graduated, and that is a wonderful celebration, and it feels great. And then tomorrow, you kind of have to go like look for a job, or maybe you've already been recruited or something, and so now you kind of have to start the thing. Maybe you're going to take a year or something like that. Remember, you're going to slow down and you're going to enjoy it. Enjoy the time in between, because what's coming next is just going to be more work, more pressure cookers, more blacksmith's anvil, right? More tests and challenges, more pressure. Okay. But on a higher level, you see. So let's look at the mystery card, and maybe this will give us a hint as to what this is, or I don't know what else we could possibly need in this spread. It seems like you have some perfect cards here. I feel like if anything, it'll be the Wheel of Fortune, or it will be, I feel like there's a gift being delivered to you, so we might get like an Ace of Cups or something like that as like a gift, or it could be that Wheel of Fortune card. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments below the video. Let's see what we have. The Chariot card. Very nice. The Chariot card is showing your loyalty, your love, your devotion. And it's kind of showing that we're back on the road, you know. That this is a really wonderful celebration, but then come morning, it's just kind of time to get back to what you're doing, get back to life, get back to the routine, you know. It's this is an energy that is in service to something higher than ego, right? It's a devotion, it's a loyalty to something. So it's saying regardless of how good this feels, you know that there's more path, there's more journey in front of you. Yeah. And so this is a card of discipline and self-control. Because you are devoted to something that's bigger than you, you are disciplining yourself to be in service of that. This is saying you are the vehicle of your destiny. You are in service to something greater than ego. And maybe this celebration with our Empress, maybe this is going to be a big ego gratification, yeah. But the ego is going right back to being in service to whatever this larger picture is. Yeah. And so really what you're going to do is you're going to work your way up to another one of these crescendos on this higher plane. So I feel that this is a wonderful sort of transition. It's a moment of transformation here from kind of one stage of your life to another stage of your life. Okay, well, it could be like a retirement party or something like that too. Okay, you're celebrating some kind of an achievement. With the Hierophant, it feels like there is some kind of a wisdom that's being achieved, like a graduation would kind of show, or even a sage-like role in your life. Maybe this is a particular rite of passage in terms of your age. Maybe this is a big, maybe we're thinking of the birthday coming up in a few months or something like that. But it seems like it's a really big achievement, but it's not the end of the road for you. By no means is this the end of the journey for you. There's still something that you are devoted to and loyal to and in service to. It may be that the road is changing, okay? You're getting on a different path, but you still have devotion, okay? You still are in service to something. Yeah. Let's do an extended reading as well. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Sagittarius on Tuesdays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.